In this module, we are going to talk about the future of globalization. There will be rapid growth in international trade, international capital flows, and global migration due to increased interdependence of countries and regions. However, there is another school of thought that predicts that globalization of economy will decline in the coming years due to the following factors. Security issues lead to strict immigration policies, protectionist policies. So, if you could understand that if globalization is giving advantages, there are some disadvantages with the idea of globalization. It is believed that governance at every level will be harder to achieve. While predicting the future of globalization, the major area of interest is either economic globalization is likely to increase or decrease. The ongoing US China trade war and recent examples of Brexit divulge that powerful countries are moving towards protectionism, which has fostered concerns regarding expansion of global trade. Yes, these powerful countries are, you may say, Western countries when they figured it out that China is going to have more benefits of this globalization, they started thinking that they have to adopt the policy of protectionism. In the same way, when European Union, that was a success story usually regarding regionalism or in regional economies, United Kingdom started thinking that it has to alienate itself from European Union because it may be harmful for the British economy. So this is how these colonial powers, which had been controlling their colonies in the past and believed and usually promote liberalism, free trade, laissez-faire, but today they are talking about that we believe that protectionism should be there. Anti globalization movements have gained momentum in different countries of the world, and they claim that contemporary globalization processes are undermining national economies. Free market is benefiting the developed countries while underdeveloped and developing countries are becoming poorer. Anti globalists argue that globalization contributes to exploitation of labor and raw material in the third world. Again, it is a movement that is started in the name of third world and developing countries that they believe they are not benefited with the process or processes of globalization. It is otherwise, I would say. Developing world started taking the advantage of globalization, and that was the problem which the Western world felt and started saying that it is not useful for the developing world just to have the policy of protectionism at national level. Anti globalization movements are spreading awareness in different parts of the world. It is claimed that the powerful and rich countries are performing the role of international actors. They dictate the political, economic, and social policies in the developing countries to fulfill their hidden interests. Again, I mentioned it earlier that developing part of the world are taking the globalization force as a challenge and adjusted itself successfully. And when they adjusted itself successfully, it becomes, unacceptable for the developed world to give way to developing world for more business activities in the developed world. So they started talking about that we need anti-globalization movement just to protect the developing world. However, there is consensus of many researchers that both the global economy and national governments will be subjected to crucial challenges during this century. The intensity of globalization processes cannot be exactly measured, but international cooperation will continue on certain issues, the chief of which is climate change. Yes, climate change is the most, I would say, worrisome thing for the whole universe because this is one planet that we have to share and care.